Yes, sir.
Stand for the pledge, please.
Stand up, all of them.
Commissioner Gibbons will not be with us this evening.
And now, Joe, we can't hear you.
You can't hear me now? Can you hear it now? Now can you hear it? You going over?
It's fine.
Yeah, we're okay.
That sounds better now. There you
Yeah,
go.
okay.
That's
We
better.
gotcha.
Okay, good. Okay, I can get a motion to accept the minutes of June 15th.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. The motion to accept the financial report and payment of the bills.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
No budget amendment.
No budget amendments, okay. Okay, Ken? Southern Trenton. Well, welcome back. We'd like to
Yeah.
welcome you back and
Thank
see you
you.
back here good and healthy again and getting around. So, it's a pleasure.
It's great to be back. Great to be back and
Good.
walking and talking. Alive. Well, it's been, I guess it's been about 3 months now since I've been here at least. And I got to tell you that everybody did a fantastic job when I was out. So I came back and they really didn't miss many beats. I was really pleased. They did a really good job.
Good.
So, and I really appreciate all the support I got from mayor and council. It was great. It made me feel terrific.
Well, you look terrific. You came through everything very well, I think.
Thank you, Mayor.
Very good.
Well, I have nothing but good news to tell you. No bad news.
Good.
But you know, the plant is performing as it did before I left. I mean, it's putting out drinking water basically out of the wastewater plant. And, it's just crystal clear and low BODs, less than 3 milligrams per liter, 1 to 2 suspended solids, ammonia 0.3 milligrams per liter. We're doing as well this year, one track I think than we did, you know, the first year and first 2 years. So we're doing really good. The plant's doing wonderful.
Can we ever get, I thought one time we were going to look at our water testing to see how we could get that award for the best water. At one time, I know we did some years ago.
Well, you know, the last time I was down there last year, we did submit our, the year we got the award for the wastewater plant, we submitted also water for the drinking water tasting contest. We did not win. I'm sorry to say. But we will try again.
Now it's
I guess they didn't want to give us too many awards that year. That's what I'm thinking.
That's right,
But
yeah.
they waited for, if people would have thought something was. So anyway, you know, I wanted to tell you that you probably already know that the scum troughs have been replaced in the clarifiers, okay? But that was where the work stopped. They didn't quite finish it, okay? They did not put the scum baffle in yet in number 2 final clarifier. So we're going to do that Monday. I talked to John last night, Lewis, and he's going to come down Monday. And they're going to finish that job. So we're getting the tank empty now, ready, get it clean for them to install the baffle.
So that one's working better and skimming. It's
yeah,
where it's supposed to be now.
Yes.
It's not rubbing or hitting anything. We're not losing anything.
Right.
So that's good because the last time it just chewed everything up and it was, of course, it was
Right.
well, we could see where it was
Well, it
bumping
broke
everything.
the arm.
Right,
So,
and it was
yeah.
well, it's going up and down. So now it's
Well, they lowered both of them
That's
about
good.
4 inches at least. They're about 4.5 inches, and so each each clarifier has a scum trough. So they lowered both of them about 4.5 inches where they should be now.
Was that a problem when we said that? Was that a fault of the contractor when they installed it or not lowered it like it should have been?
No,
Was that
it wasn't the contractor's fault. He put it in as he was directed. It was really I, the, it's hard to say. I really think it was a miscommunication on the engineer and the contractor. I think the contractor put it in the way he was told, but the engineer, when he designed it, he put the elevations on the prints for maximum 20-year flood flow, like a major storm event, instead of putting them at elevation for normal average day flow. They put basically the wrong elevation. They put a flood elevation down on the blueprint. That's really what happened.
Mm-hmm.
It was really, I believe, an engineering mistake. So,
Well, we got it fixed now.
we're getting it. We're going to have it fixed money completely, and we're going to be real pleased with that.
Good.
So, we're still dealing with this, with sheets and jumpsuits and all this stuff coming in from the prison. We need to contact them and let them know that it's really, we're pulling them out of pumps all the time. It's becoming, I got, when they designed the plant with the fine screens at the headworks instead of down at the Big L pump station. So we're constantly dealing with these rags. They're just killing us at the plant. My guys are spending so much time tearing down the influent pumps, pulling the rag, unclogging them because they're getting clogged up with rags so bad. And I had your DPW was out there just the other day. I guess it was Tuesday. And cleaning the Big L pump station well. I mean, it has so much rags on it you could walk on them. I mean, literally, that's how bad it is. And thank goodness, they were able to get them pumped out with the
And that's
truck.
coming from the detention center?
From the detention center?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So we probably should drop them a little
I
letter.
was gonna say, has a
let
letter
them know
been
that.
sent?
Let them go without clothes for a week or two, and we'll see if there's any change.
Yeah, I mean, you'll know the difference right
Maybe.
away. It's terrible.
Now you get Lewis to send them a
Yeah.
letter, let them be aware of what's happening.
So anyway, that's kind of one of the things we're dealing with, and then we have a pump station, Elk Ridge pumping station, and it's always had problems up there with the pumps clogging, and when we go and we pull the pumps and we unclog them, and they're getting clogged up with these they're like industrial cloth cleaning towels, and it wasn't so bad. I mean, when the pumps were in good shape, we were only cleaning the station maybe once a week. Now we're cleaning it, sometimes 2 times a day. We're pulling these pumps, and it's pretty not a good job. It's a nasty job, to be honest with you. And what it is are these cleaning towels, and they're like a cloth material. And I don't know if there's they have a cleaning outfit coming in that area, that service area. I wish I knew, because I'd go tell them, I'm saying, look, you're not supposed to flush these things down the commode. You need to put them in the trash because the pumps are old now and worn. I mean, these are original pumps in this station, and so we're looking at. I'm trying to talk Lewis into putting in a grinder pump right now up there to see if that doesn't help. But if we could find out where these towels are coming from, that would probably be even better. But
What pump station?
Colonial Ridge.
Oh, Colonial Ridge, okay.
So anyway, I know you don't really need to hear that, but
Has that been a sudden increase, or is that something that's been kind of...
it's been a gradual. When I first came here, and I've been here now 4 years, and it was happening then, but maybe once every couple of weeks we'd go up there and pull the pump, and every time we pull it, it's what it is. And but now it's like the pumps are getting are worn. They're just probably impellers are just probably getting shot. So now we're like sometimes twice a day we're pulling these pumps. So anyway, I've got the times and that we've been up there pulling them. I was going to give it to Lewis so he could see how it's increased, but it's a lot now. So
It definitely warrants some investigation.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like it's costly.
oh yeah, well yeah, it's taken two of my guys got to take the equipment up there, you know, to pull the pump out. It is time consuming.
Okay.
So, anyway, I have 2 checks for you tonight to give to you for the savings for this past year, and I'm really excited about this. It's almost $236,000.
Whoa, that's good.
We had a good year. So anyway, but the sum of it is, I think the first year when we, with the electric and everything, I think we forgot to give you your share. So it's not all from chemicals and analysis. Most of it's from the chemical savings and the analytical savings. But I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, maybe 30,000 from the electric. But anyway, it's 236,000.
Good job. Very good. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. Good.
Thank you.
Don't use the money.
Thank you.
Cover that new pump.
There you go. Very good.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ken. Good having you back.
Thank you. How much next week?
Just totally personal.
Okay. Eastern Shore Natural Gas Easement.
I asked the Eastern Shore representatives to come to the meeting tonight in order to explain or describe in more detail their need for a easement through the Marina Park. Well, they'll explain. It's next to Mr. Gonzalez, the engineer. They need the easement near the Route 40, parallel Route 40, in the wooded area, not where the existing Elkton gas main is over further towards Route 40. So we don't anticipate any interruption with public use of that park where it's going to be located. And you know what's over there, so in that area.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, they're going to cut a 40-foot slot through there in order to install this 20-foot for construction easement, that's temporary, and a permanent easement with a gas line, a 6-inch gas line. So, Glenn and John, you can explain.
Seasons.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and Commissioners of the Town of Elkton. My name is Glenn Delaterio. I'm the Engineering Projects Manager for Eastern Shore Natural Gas Company. Eastern Shore Natural Gas is the owner and operator of natural gas pipelines throughout southeastern Pennsylvania, the state of Delaware, and the eastern shore of Maryland. And our company transmits natural gas to local distribution companies and to industrial end users. We're headquartered in Dover, Delaware, and we are a fully owned subsidiary of Chesapeake Utilities Corporation, also headquartered in Dover, Delaware. Eastern Shore comes before the town of Elkton to seek approval and easement to install a pipeline through Marina Park. Our overall planned project involves a pipeline from Glasgow, Delaware to Nottingham Road in Elkton along Route 40. In order to cross the Big Elk Creek, it is necessary to route the pipeline off of Route 40 and traverse private easement, and then cross the Big Elk and then get back onto Route 40. The proposed project comes as a result of the planned increase of people that's expected in Cecil County due to the increases in the national defense industry. And John Gonzalez with Landmark Consulting Engineers is assisting us in this project, and we present 2 exhibits. The first that's on the easel now shows the proposed easement that we seek through Marina Park. We seek to come off of Route 40, as I mentioned, cross private easement, and then enter onto the Marina Park property. We seek a 40-foot wide easement. 20 feet would be temporary construction easement, which would be used only during the construction, and we would maintain a 20-foot wide permanent easement over the pipeline for the life of the pipeline. And as I said, the project will go all the way to Nottingham Road, At Nottingham Road, there will be a meter and regulating station from which local distribution companies can take the gas and transmit it to customers and end users in the county of Cecil. And as I mentioned, we are a fully owned subsidiary of Chesapeake Utilities Corporation. Chesapeake Utilities also has a distribution division, also called Chesapeake Utilities, but Eastern Shore Natural Gas also transmits for Elkton Gas, and we've done that for Elkton Gas for a number of years. So we are in Cecil County now, providing gas to Elkton Gas, and this is a further expansion of natural gas into the county. Are there any questions?
Okay, coming off of Route 4, you're going down behind by Seasons Pizza and about that way and coming down into Marina Park down the back way, or?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are coming off of Route 40 and we are going down a driveway that is just behind Seasons Pizza, entering onto an adjacent property and then onto the Marina Park property. And we are in current negotiations with those landowners.
And how far is it between the new line versus we just had Elkton Gas put in again? How far a distance we have between those two lines?
Elkton Gas currently enters Park up in this area right here by the antique shop, comes down here. At the entrance points into the park, you can see there's substantial discord. Then they start coming together as they come down towards here, down by the big old creeks. The lines are designed such that they will avoid each other, but they do cross generally in this area right here. Elkton Gas currently, their line comes under the pier, comes down in this area here. Our proposed gas is going to come down.
So you're going to be going under the creek as well?
That is correct. We're going to be going under the creek, under the same design parameters that were given to Elkton Gas, which is to maintain 21-foot cover from the bottom of the creek over the crown of the pipe. So we're going to maintain the same design criteria with regards to that Elkton Gas had maintained.
Okay.
Once you cross the creek, you'll cross Route 40, right, to where the wastewater treatment plant is, and you'll go down Route 40 on the south side, rather than Elkton Gas is on the north side.
That's correct. And the reason we did that was to try to avoid those utility conflicts that we have up on the north side of Route 40. The water mains, the sewer main that's coming down this way right here, and there's also Elkton Gas main.
One of the things the board would be interested in is the percentage roughly of directional drilling versus open trench drilling. Obviously, the disruption by open trench.
Sure. Definitely directional drilling in this section right here down underneath the creek. And
Right. Our plan, as much as possible, is to install the pipeline via directional drilling, which is a method by which a directional drill rig drills into the ground. The pipeline would be strung on the opposite end of that drill, and then after the drill pops out on the other side, we would pull the pipe back through the hole that was created. Okay, it's a process that involves less disruption of the surface, and it's one of the processes that we're planning in this area as well, as much as possible. There are some limitations to that as far as how much pipe can be strung out and how that might disrupt facilities, driveways, or any other property where the pipe is strung. But in general, the method of directional drilling is less intrusive to individuals and businesses and involves less restoration necessary where the pipe is installed.
But when you get to the railroad tracks, what are you going to do there?
Directional drill.
The same thing?
It may be a directional drill. It may be a method called jack and bore, which is the same type of thing where we're drilling under the railroad, but a different equipment is used. It may not be a directional drill rig.
All right.
And the same method is also planned for when we cross under Route 40 and also when we cross any commercial driveway or any intersection and when we cross the Little Elk Creek as well. It's also the preferred method when you're dealing with the Maryland Department of the Environment so that there's no disruption to wetlands at all.
When's this project actually going to start? I mean, when are you going to start from and then getting it down to us? And
Well, we would anticipate that the project would start in Glasgow, Delaware, and travel to the west. But that we really leave that up to our construction contractor, and the contract has not been let yet for this project. But depending upon the contractor that's chosen, they may choose to start at the west and work east. So I really can't answer that question right now about exactly when we would be impacting this area and when we would be traveling through this area.
Okay. Board have any other questions or concerns? No?
I think what Eastern Shore is looking for is an acceptance by concept of the easement. We'll refine the language and the compensation, things of that matter, and later I'll present it to the board. But they need to proceed with their planning, and they needed to know if this corridor was available to them. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do I have a motion to accept the concept of this plan?
I will make a motion to accept the concept of the plan.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, Lois.
First item I have is a grant of waiver for alcoholic beverages to the Elkton Alliance for the activity scheduled on Friday, September 16th and Saturday, September 17th, the Elkton Fall Fest Firefighters Combat Challenge. The board is authorized by the code to waive the alcohol restriction, and the Elkton Alliance and their associates for the project will restrict. Are these for the vendors too? I mean, for like our hotel and
Just the downtown merchants, no vendors.
downtown merchants.
Right.
Okay. So I would recommend that the board grant such a waiver so they can proceed with planning of this activity.
Okay, do I have a motion to accept alcohol waiver beverage for the Fall Fest?
Information on it. It's
I'm
for
sorry?
all the alcohol beverage license holders in downtown Elkton.
On North Street.
I mean, on downtown Elkton, all the liquor holders, beverage holders are allowed to sell during that time.
Yes.
Okay, so, thank you.
Why?
All right, do I
I'll make a motion.
have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carried. Okay, Baker Hills LLC.
Yes, I had been approached by Mr. Simmons, Ken Simmons, regarding his project, Baker's Hill. Baker's Hill is the corporation that we have a public works agreement with, and it's for the project Red Hill, Ben Boulevard, Aaron Court. So 84 townhouse project. Mr. Simmons had explained that given the construction environment in which he's operating, and he's building homes up there on Ben Boulevard, we would like to not proceed immediately with the Aaron Court segment of the project, and therefore not be required to have a letter of credit. Most of the improvements are done up there, except for the roads and some other connections. I have drafted an addendum to the agreement, and of course, obviously, I'll send it to Mr. Wilson for his review. But this would provide that no building permits will be issued for Aaron Court, defines what lots they are, until a letter of credit is put to the town's satisfaction. So the public and the town are not at risk by providing a second addendum to the agreement with Baker Hill. I recommend that the board.
Excuse me, because Louis speak into the microphones, we can't hear you back here at all.
Speak.
I'm sorry. I would recommend that the board grant
There we go.
a second addendum to agreement to Baker Hill. LLC.
Excuse me, Louis.
Boulevard,
Can you hear him now?
Aaron Court project.
Is that mic on?
Still the
Is the
same.
mic on? We can't hear you.
Put it in front of you.
How many,
I'm not full, nobody.
There, 40
The,
chairs.
second addendum to agreement to Baker's Hill LLC allows the company to build, or the developer to build the finished product on Bend Boulevard, but not to build on Aaron Court until they post a letter of credit for the additional public improvements necessary for that project. I would recommend that the board grant the second addendum to agreement, and I'll send it to Mr. Tomey for review, and Mr. Wilson also, but assuming that it's legally sufficient, I agree that, I think it's a good idea.
Okay, there a motion to accept the request for amendment to the Public Works Agreement.
Second addendum.
Second addendum, okay, to Baker's Hill LLC.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Next item I have, the town had a company called S&T Painting refurbish, rehab the Bell Hill, I'm sorry, the Thompson Estates standpipe. And the project has been completed, and of course the standpipe is back online. There is money available through the CDBG program that was awarded to the town to allow for a seal to be placed and painted on that tower. And we received a proposal from S&T Painting Inc. for $8,700 to perform this painting, 12-foot seal at the top of the tower. We've already cleared this to CDBG as a change order to the original contract, and they agreed to that. So the majority of actually 75% of the cost will be borne by the CDBG grant the town received. I would recommend that the board authorize S&T Painting to proceed with the work. I will notify them if the board authorizes me to execute the change order. We'll proceed.
Good. Okay, do I have a motion to accept S&T Painting Incorporated for the painting of the Thompson Estates sandpipe?
So moved.
Second. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
That's the latest item I have.
Yeah. Just have a couple of things. I just want to say that we had a fantastic 4th of July with the fireworks in town. It really went off very well. We got approximately 670 cars in the park. You take some times that, we figured about 2,400 people, not counting all the walk-ins we had and people along the roads. It was very well done. I still, again, I've got to thank all the businesses that came forward to help us put this on due to the budget restraints that we've had this year. And they all were very appreciative in helping us out, and really respect what the mayor and commissioners are doing for the town, and they came forward, and I really, really do appreciate it. The other thing, we were down in Ocean City last week for the mayor and commissioners convention of all 157 municipalities. And one of the things they do down there, they have a banner city thing that we have to, we have some things we have to do. I think there's 4 or 5, 6 items that we have to do compared to accomplish during the year. And if we do that, we do get an award. We've been working on this for some years now. We finally was able to make one. I'm proud to say that we were able and selected to get the award for the Banner City. So we're on our way, and it was a very good honor. And we also have a flag that we received down there as well, which we will try and maybe can put up here in the back of us and add to the flags or something there, Louis. So it was very warming experience to accept something like this from the Maryland Municipal League. Other than that, I think that's everything I have. Mary Jo?
I again want to thank everyone, all the sponsors and businesses for the 4th of July. I think we had many more people than those numbers. I think it was the largest crowd ever. I also want to thank Parks and Rec, Mary and her staff, Public Works, the police department. They did an excellent, excellent job with so many people. There was a lot of people, not only in the park, up towards Route 40, down to everywhere. So they did a great job. And I want to thank the mayor for going out and getting those sponsors because he did go out there and get them. But it was a great event. Lewis, I also, when we were in MML, the Maryland Department of Housing, in order to keep receiving the community block grants, we have to apply for a sustainable community application. And I know Jean is on vacation this week, but it's online to apply by August 31st. They suggested Elkton apply because we have used that money very wisely. But the town has to do that. But it's a sustainable community application. And that's all I have.
Yes, I just had a couple of things. Again, Mr. Gibbons asked me to make sure everybody knows he was helping his daughter move in Texas, and he would not be here, and he apologizes. But he brought up, I think, last meeting about the trice procedure for grass picking up. Apparently, someone called him again on his grass didn't get picked up. What is the procedure for a citizen? I told him that all you have to do is call the town, and the town will act on that. But what is the policy so that citizens would be able to follow that or know what it is?
What is the procedure? The town issues a schedule, and when the grass machine is in the various communities, and that's when they should put it out. It's online, and we send it to everybody. We actually sent it schedule out to everybody, 5,000 copies out to everybody to do that.
I remember saying that last week, but this grass was left for 2 weeks in a row.
Okay.
Apparently, what is the procedure from there? I said the citizens can call the town of Elkton, tell them the address, and then the town will act on that.
Oh, absolutely. Somebody
So-
will get there, because the machine could break down or whatever, and they won't get on the schedule. But they call us, necessary, I'll go out and get it.
Okay.
Mr. Ty,
And I would,
I'm sorry. Can I make a comment on that, or should I wait?
No. Well, we'll finish our, then we'll have the public.
and then I'd like to thank the public work out at the Meadow Park. Apparently, they cleaned the walkway through where the kids used to come from Parks and Rec to enter into the park. There was weeds, ivy, and everything on the fence, and they came right out and responded to that right away. Filled in a hole that was there, I don't know how many days or months, but it was a big pothole the kids used to walk around. Then also, I would like to thank the town of Elkton police officers. Noticing some people dumping some wooded brush down into the pond while we was walking. Just happened to notice a truck coming in the second time and dumping it into the wooded area, into the pond. So if you guys, citizens, see people that are doing that, it's to your benefit to call the town of Elkton, have somebody respond to that.
We don't be able to call the town about them, we have to call.
You can call them, Becky, you know you can call them. The town of Elkton. Thank you, that's it.
Mr. Hicks?
Yes, I just wanted to comment on a couple of things. I wanted to thank again the town and the taxpayers for allowing us to go to the MML convention. It was a very positive convention and a chance, my second year, actual chance to speak to the other municipalities and the heads of the different departments. And it's a great opportunity to get more information on dealing with the issues that we have here. So I just want to thank everyone again for the privilege to do that. And that this year I actually completed all the classes that's available for the mayor and commissioners in the program of excellence that the University of Maryland has, and I should be able to graduate come September and try to take that forward with that information to help us out here. Also, I wanted to comment on the trash that was left out on North Street. Evidently, there was some type of move out earlier that week, and I know we have something in place, but it was amongst all the beautiful things that went on this holiday weekend. It was a tremendous eyesore to see that sitting on basically in our Main Street downtown area the whole entire holiday weekend. So I'd like to kind of reaffirm that we double check that process. I know there should be notification when there's a move out, and that we you know, get on that pretty hard.
What we did, we had a case recently on Milburn Street, and when I was notified by one of the commissioners about it, we removed it all and sent a bill for $300 some to the owner. Mm-hmm. And if they fail to pay, we'll lien the property. Mm-hmm. And I did negotiate with him. He wasn't aware that it had been dumped, and in the interest of working closely with businesses,
sure,
I did negotiate that he paid for our landfill fees and everything for that.
Sure.
So
that's good.
So that's what we'll do. We'll actually wait for the owners.
Okay, well, great. Like I said, I know that in the Code Enforcement Department, there's an actual policy in place that they're supposed to notify of any move-outs. So just make sure that's being used. Also, I was just very pleased to see the fact that our department's working so well together with the fireworks and out at the park, the police department, public works, and park and rec. I stayed there until pretty much the last car was gone, and I drove by like first thing on my way to work, and this is before 8 o'clock, and that park was just about back to normal, like the event, you know, never occurred. You know, as far as I can tell, everyone worked together really well. Everyone had great attitudes, and it was a tremendous crowd out there. And again, as far as I know, everyone had a wonderful time, and it was just one of the best events I've been to in a while. Wanted to thank Becky and the staff out at 150 East Main Street for decorating the building and out front there. It's a wonderful thing. And we do get a lot of complaints and concerns about the, I guess the lack of timely pickup for the grass. And I was thinking that maybe we can look into putting some type of follow-up procedure into that. I know we have things in place, but I really do think it warrants some extra attention, because we do pretty much hear that a lot. Okay. That's it. Thank you.
That's it. Okay. Okay, Becky.
Hello.
No.
Here on. Mr. Hicks, before I forget to make the announcement, I already told Mary Jo, her time wasn't here. Brother Woody, as you know, is stepping down. I hate to see him go, but I was told by Cindy to make sure you all know it. You're welcome at dinners at 12 o'clock. Everybody is invited. I would like to see all of these come and give him his rewards and his plaques. And we're going to have a special dinner, and his family is going to be there. And we're going to hide him. We hid him up at the Bi-City Pharmacy
Good.
for the day. So you all are welcome, and I appreciate it if you're especially there, Mr. Hicks. And
Okay. Thank you.
and also, I mentioned some things to Joe, and he's going to tend to it. That's really been upsetting me here lately. And Joe, I know he will tend to it, without a doubt. Mr. Hicks, we're having a little problem at 150. We all got a little bit excited over the weekend, so we took our go-karts and our hats, and we played like crazy. So we rode down to Meadow Park. So we had all 5 of us had our go-karts down there, and we sat right at the front. We seen you, and we seen Mr. Farmer and Mary Jo and Earl and all the policemen, and we appreciate y'all letting us do that because we did it for the Veterans Administration. And thank you, Mr. Hicks. Yes, I did decorate, and I like decorating for our veterans or any day that we have in Maryland, because I think we should show them that we appreciate that. And I think that's the best we could do, is offer them appreciate what they did for us. So that's what I try to do. And also, I'd like for y'all to do me a favor. We're having a little bit of problem at the back of 150 after the ball games are over with. Some of the children and the older people that don't live, you know, like out in the woods at Meadow Park, they live out there. And we have a couple men that you know, Joe, and he lives out here at the park, out here by the bridge. That park out there where they play ball. He lives out there, and Tree 5 is his tent that he wants to blow up anybody that's out there. So I worry about the children, if we could do something about him.
Okay.
And I did, in the way, do maybe what I shouldn't have done, but I did run him off of Mary Jo's property the other night at 9 o'clock. I told him, you cannot be here, you cannot sit here, we're not going to have teenage boys and teenage girls sitting here with you. Will you please move? He said, well, do I have to? I said, well, yeah, you do have to. He said, well, we'll move. I said, well, okay. He said, I'm going to Tree 5. I said, goodbye. Take your company with you. And they all left. They didn't fight with me or nothing. They left. But I don't think we're going to have that on Main Street. And also the wedding chapel, the roof of it is really caving. The back of it is caving. And if you ride down where I live, on the side street, right, and go up like the side street where they tore down the other old building, you can see the back of it. It's really bad, and it's falling in. I thought maybe we could ask you to see if somebody will repair it. I appreciate that, and thank you all. God bless you.
Thank you, Becky. Hey, Mr. Clark?
Hi. I just want to comment on Lou's remark about Marina Park. He said, and you know what's out there, Lou? They're not just out there, they're all over town.
Yes.
Right. All over town. And about, I came for another reason, but about this grass pickup. Everyone here knows where I live. The other day, there was 2 men, a new truck, going up the alley. My neighbor right next to me had some brush out. They took that. I had a little basket that you would get in the Acme with apples in it, full of grass. I said, hey guys, take this. Oh no, there'll be a truck along here in 2 days. We don't take grass. I said, guys, it's this much. It's not even a pitchfork full. Can't take it, ma'am. The truck will be here. They pulled right off up the alley. Would not pick that up. The reason I came tonight, and I come about every 6 months, is the speeding on North Street. This gentleman here said, oh, you're Mrs. Clark, you live on North Street. You're a school nurse, right? I walk in, Lou said, I was up there the other day and the traffic wasn't too bad on North Street. Well, you don't come at the right time. Putting that automatic reader up there, there's no consequences of that. Cars speed right by, there's no consequences. The dark buses go by, there's no consequences. The school buses go by. It's gotten out of hand. Mary Jo, I came down to your town office year and a half ago. I asked for larger signs. Are they there?
They won't make them larger.
Oh,
It's
come on.
State
now.
highway.
Oh, no, no, no. No, no.
What sign?
The,
Speed sign?
Excuse me. Out where Mr. Wilson lives on the other end of Main Street, the signs are this big. I'm not asking for new posts. I'm just asking for new signs that are newer signs, brighter signs that says 25 mile an hour. And with this young man here with the police department who says he knows me, when the police come up and they do their radar, every time they do radar, they catch cars. You start at 7 in the morning until 8:30 or 9 o'clock. 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the afternoon, it's just constant race, race, race.
So I live
And, you know, not asking much, just to try to get the traffic slowed down or stopped. So Mary Jo, what about my signs?
Louis, do they make, they signs, I know there's standard signs, the state highway has standards on certain ones, right?
All signs are traffic control devices that fall under the state standards. They'll have to be the same size. The only issue with this that I need to check into.
There are four
new
signs.
reflectivity,
There are 4
reflectivity,
signs on North Street. 2
standards that may
coming
not
south,
be-
2 going north. They're yay big. Mr. Wilson, I can't make your sign any smaller or your street any more narrow or wide than North Street is. But I cannot understand why those signs cannot be newer. They're the same signs that have been there 53 years.
All right, Louis is going to check with the state highway and see what standard, if we can enlarge the sign or if it's possible.
Enlarging it.
Or-
Reflectivity of it.
She's looking for
How
replacement for signs that have been damaged or
They've
defeated.
been there for
larger
years.
than-
I'm not asking. The pole is there. Put a new sign.
We get somebody to come out and look at them and see if they can get
how
replaced.
far away do you have to be for the 25 mile an hour flashing sign
I
from
don't
a
think-
school?
Well, I don't know how, but
Because the one like Elkton Manor, Elkton Middle School's right there. Can a flashing sign be put there?
well, it's, you know, and
Yeah,
the,
maybe it's,
that sign, or that speed sign is of no good. Come down over the bridge, 45 mile an hour. Oh, slow down, pass that sign. By the time they hit Kentmere Avenue, they're up to 40 mile an hour again.
maybe it's a question of just asking to see, you know, what options there might be other than what we have. And you're right, there is such thing as a sign going dead after a certain period of time, meaning it doesn't reflect anymore. So
One of the state
Might be
highway,
time.
asked the state highway to look into that previously, and one of the suggestions that we asked and that they complied with was to put the white lines, because it presents a narrower,
Optical effect.
narrower perception, which would theoretically help.
Mhm.
But obviously, that suggestion, even though it was implemented, obviously doesn't play any roles in people's controlling their speed. The state highway will respond to me, and their response will undoubtedly indicate that law enforcement is necessary because they build the road and we do the enforcement. So they'll hit me with that again. They've done that 3 or 4 times.
And I can't guarantee you, but I can almost guarantee you, for the next few days, that sign that's probably sitting out here will be changed right in front of my house to let everybody know that I've been here and I have complained and they're enforcing. That's what happened. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Well, Lieutenant, can we do this around 4 or the busiest times? Can we put radar out there on those
We
busiest
do.
days?
We do. It moves around though, and it moves around throughout the community. The speed trailer and officers on speed enforcement at different locations. So, I mean, it's not always on North Street. It's on other roads. But we'll get it there.
Okay.
And I have something else to tell you. Then I will leave. Back on January the 18th, I came home from work a half hour early because it was my grandson's birthday and I wanted to head to Bel Air. I pull in my driveway and my back gate's open, my back door's open. My burglar alarm system's going off. Policeman's coming this way, one's coming this way. And they're screaming, "Get back in your car." I said, my dog, I didn't want her out, get killed. Get back in your car. Then they come out and they said, "Your house is fine. It's safe. Please come turn your alarm off." What had happened was my children had given me a 42-inch TV for Christmas. The officer said, "Mrs. Clark, is there anything missing?" I said, "Yeah, my 42-inch TV. Makes you feel real good. Live alone, come home from work 2 o'clock in the afternoon, your house has been robbed." I will say that the police officers were very good about it. They did find a glove that was lying in the snow, and I understand that it's been sent away for DNA. I haven't heard anything, and I understand that other cases are more important than that. But I just wanted to tell you that that did happen to me on North Street.
Okay, thank you. All right, nothing else, so can I get a motion to adjourn? Second. All right, all those in favor? Aye. This meeting is adjourned.